My dad would kick me in the rear end, just kick me. I hated that. And I remember the first time I took the side of my shoe and booted Justin in the butt when he was like 2 years old, and I thought, this devastated me. It was devastating. It was like, I am becoming my dad. My mom and dad didn't get along very well. You know, we had a lot of abuse of alcohol. My mom had a few boyfriends in and out. I'm sure my dad had a few girlfriends in and out. I lived in the inner city. So when I walked out my doors, it was survival of the fittest. You know, you had to be strong, you had to be tough, you had to show all of that. I wanted coaching. I didn't know what the words were. I just knew I needed help. This little church had come to our city. I used to go there on Friday night. They had a youth night. And we would go down, we'd go there, we would take our little mini with us and we would drink in the basement, but they sang Kumbaya and they had a basketball court and they had ping pong tables. Then we would go up and have to sing for 5 minutes, we'd get some cookies and then we'd go hit the street. One of the guys said, hey, take a walk with me. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. This is, you know, where he was on his walk with Jesus, right? So we're walking down the street, he's smoking a cigarette. He gave me a little bit of an understanding of who Jesus might be. A couple weeks later, I ended up getting baptized. A lot of people will say that their relationship with Jesus is revolutionary. I think mine was evolutionary and still is. Viv and I are married now. We got married very young. I put Vivian in bad situations. I think her talking to me about the way she wanted to have a relationship with her husband and the kind of man she wanted to have in her life to raise her kids, that wasn't me. How am I going to turn the corner? How am I going to turn the corner? Like, I don't want to live that life. I don't want it to end in divorce like my parents did. I started seeing Justin as a little kid pick up a beer that I was drinking and start to drink it. And I was telling him stop, and he would say, well, you drink it. Man, there's gotta be a way for me to get better. And then I realized maybe the Bible, maybe. And started reading it. Charles Stanley said one time, I was watching him on TV, Andy Stanley's dad, he said, hey, Jesus wants to meet you every day. He wants to meet you every minute. You got to get it in your head that he's waiting for you in the morning and get up and meet him. And I would read the Bible and I started realizing, man, what Jesus says about being a dad, what he says about being a husband, what the Bible says about who to be as a man. There's the key mentor. There's the key coach. Jesus changes everything about you, and then it changes everything about everybody around you.
How my dad fathered and who my dad is today, it reminds me of a quote. I want to be a person who is close enough to God to hear his voice and to feel his presence, but not so far away from other people where I can't hear them. And I really think he's lived his life that way. And that's really kind of what I want to do in my life.
The way he carries himself, the way he loves our family, the way he loves our mom, he's so ready. Just the way he enters in like a father figure to our friends' lives.
And he's never negative. Even when he was going through his heart surgery, he still had a smile on his face, laying in that hospital bed. He makes everybody smile and laugh around him, so he's a very positive person.
He's strong, he's loving, and he's kind, and he's the dad that I strive to be.
The legacy I want to leave is his eyes stayed focused on Jesus all the way through the process.